Okay, we are rolling.
Okay. So Dion's basically dead inside right now.
Okay, so there's going to be a bit of me talking at you, and then we're going to go from there. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Um, so the full moon's curse has taken hold of Zill, and you find yourself lost. Zill runs off as Jorek approaches. You feel the anger and loss. You turn and walk away. As you walk, you drop your symbols to Palor and dispel your divine magics. Iris fades from existence, and you begin to wander aimlessly back through the woods to the flooded city, lost in your grief. Along the way, something shifts. Your soft woodland steps shift to a familiar sound of boots on marble stone. You find yourself standing in a long hallway of white marble. The wall to your right is solid, but on your left there is a long line of beautifully crafted stained glass windows. The first window is of two people sitting across the table from each other. The features are simplified, but you can make out the person on the left is a female elf with hair a familiar strawberry blonde color. The one on the right is a male elf with long hair, nearly white. Around his head is a glowing halo. They are each leaned back casually, each with a drink in hand. Along the bottom, there's a date. 3222 AA. For your reference, that's 813 years ago. Each window along this hall is the same two elves, progressively sitting closer and closer together. The dates at the bottom progress as well, showing hundreds of years passing, and the window at the end of the hall displays the two elves holding hands, foreheads pressed together. You gather that the windows are telling the story of these two falling in love. You turn down a second hall, this one with new windows. These windows show the same two elves. This time, you see that the woman is with child, the man holding her in a tight embrace. The rest of the windows on this wall show a long journey over land and sea. The next shows the zenith, towering over the countryside, glowing like a beacon. The next is the two elves arriving in front of the zenith. You turn down a third hallway. These windows show celebration and preparations for the birth of the child. Each of the 13 windows has a progressive date along the bottom, each a different day, and consistent theme in each of the windows is the two elves standing hand in hand. The woman with the strawberry blonde hair, and the man with a halo of light. You turn down a fourth hallway. The first window in this hallway shows the mother laying in a bed and the father standing next to her. The next window is the crystal sun on top of the zenith, glowing brighter than ever. The third window shows the happy parents holding a small glowing bundle of light. The fourth window shows the father holding the glowing newborn up for a crowd to see. The fifth and final on this wall is larger than the rest. It shows the zenith in its entirety. In the sky above, the father holds his newborn. The halo around the child matches the halo around the head of the man. Below this image is another date, 4016 AA, summer solstice, just over 19 years ago. The panels continue until you reach another story of two, this one involving yourself and Zill, all the way to this very night. You turn and glance behind you, where you expected to see a wall. You see an arch leading into a garden. Inside, you see an elven man that you recognize from the stained glass, sitting at a table. Atop the table, there are a teapot and 2 cups, and a chair across from him. The chair across from him is empty. He looks up at you, expectant but patient. This man looks remarkably like Zill. He waits for you and begins to pour 2 cups. He slides one forward, as I suspect you probably go and sit down.
Dion has, in his state, he has no desire to talk to anybody, even in a situation like this.
Okay. So what does he do?
He probably doesn't say, he doesn't walk away yet, but he doesn't say anything. He just kind of stands there for a minute.
The man will speak out as he lowers the cup that he took a drink from. And you recognize the voice. The same radiant voice that you hear in your visions. This man is Paylor. Welcome, Dion, he says. I do not want you to have to speak if you do not want to, but there are things that I must say to you. If you would have a seat, I would very much appreciate it.
Dion sits down.
Okay.
But with an incredulous demeanor. His lips are pursed, his arms are folded, and he just stares daggers at Paylor.
Okay. I have some things I need to say before, but when I am done, I will answer any questions that I can. Zill has a destiny beyond you and me, and this evening is just one more step towards that. The amount of good she does for this world makes me the proudest a father could be. And I wish there was another way. I don't think there is a father in this world that wishes to see their baby girl cursed. But the vision I was given required it. She must be the one to retrieve the immortal sun. She will lead to the defeat of Shalagengar. She will lead to the end of the blight of lycanthropy, and she will rein in the spread of the vampirism. But her first step is accepting this curse and using it as a weapon against the darkness. A darkness which was offered to her willingly. Much similar in the way, like how your family has taken darkness upon itself. She was given this darkness, maybe not willingly, or she did not accept it willingly, but she can use it now. You saw the stained glass windows in the hallway leading here. That day, when Zill was born, was the proudest day of my life. But it was also the worst day of my life, because I knew that I had to leave her with the church, and I would not be able to raise her as my own. It broke my heart. I wish it hadn't been necessary to do so. And I want only the best for her. From what I've seen, Zill truly cares for you. I beg you, please do not break my daughter's heart. Please walk with her into this danger and see her through it. He will then pull out your holy symbol and Dawnbringer and place them on the table in front of you. My champion, please do not forsake me, for that means you forsake my daughter. I beg you. I cannot intervene unless I have seen it in my vision, and I cannot protect her without otherwise dooming the world. I ask this of you, not as a god, but as a father. But in the end, the choice is yours. Whatever you choose, I do ask that you do not reveal the truth of her birth to her. There is a time where she will learn, but it is not this moment. She cannot know before it is time. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer whatever I can.
I cannot lie to her.
I'm not asking you to lie. I'm asking you not to say anything. I promise you, she will learn. She will know, and it will be soon.
You say she will bring an end to lycanthropy. But this curse is supposed to be permanent.
The curse will become permanent. It will. But the way that it will change when she accepts it will make it no longer a curse. And in the end, all of lycanthropy will mirror her gift. I cannot tell you how. I cannot tell you why. I can only tell you that it will happen.
You are not what I thought you were. I will stay by her side. And he reaches up he stands up, and he reaches for the whip and the holy symbol, and he pushes them towards Palor.
Okay.
But I am no longer yours. And he turns and walks away.
He'll say one last thing. Before you go, I have one last gift. It is a kindness I wish to give you for everything you have done up to this point. And it's a show that I appreciate everything you have done for Zill. He lifts up his hand and motions, and you see someone approach. An angel with brilliant white wings walks up. And a voice that you have not heard in a really long time calls out to you. It's been a long time, little brother. And you see Orania standing before you, a smile on her face. She'll walk up to you and place a hand on your shoulder. I wanted to thank you for avenging me. I've watched your journey, and I want you to remember that we love who we love, regardless of what they are. I took a husband that the family never knew of.
He frowns.
He was a tiefling. But I loved him dearly, and he loved me. Our child was also born a tiefling. My daughter. The night that you have heard so much about, when Romita came and killed him and me, before he killed me, for damaging his face and leaving him more scarred and wounded, he turned my 5-year-old daughter into a werewolf before I died. He sought his revenge, and he succeeded with me. But don't let him haunt your future. I hid my love from the world, our family, for fear of what they would do. And now nobody knows the truth. My legacy is a lie, and my daughter will never be accepted into the family, and has been left an orphan. Your niece is a lycan as well. promise me that no matter what, you won't let Zil struggle with this darkness alone. Because I know you care for her. And together, you guys were able to defeat Romita, where alone I was not. And because of that, I lost everything. She will offer a hug to Dion if he will accept it.
It's a lot for him to take in.
I know.
He will stand there. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Wipe the tear from his eye. And go for a hug with his sister.
Okay. She'll
Where is
wrap
my
him.
niece?
What was that?
Where is my niece?
She is safe. She has found a place to call her own. She has found someone who cares for her and will take care of her. In the future, there will be an opportunity to meet with her. I will make sure that you get the chance if you would like. But until things have been finished.
He just nods silently, understanding.
She'll give him a big squeeze back, and
His
whisper in
hug is kind of empty.
Mm-hmm.
He's hugging her, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not passionate.
What was that?
It's not passionate.
Mm-hmm. So, okay.
He's still very lethargic.
Yeah. She'll whisper that she loves him and that she misses him. And then she'll let him go.
Watch over Zoe.
I have been. She's doing well.
Good.
And then she'll place her hands on your shoulders again and say, "This place is a sanctuary. Take as much time as you need. And when you are ready, leave the way you came."
Does time flow differently here?
When you leave, it'll be morning. You can...
No matter how long I spend here?
No matter how long you spend here. You will not age here, and just being here, you will be rejuvenated. And for all intents and purposes, it counts as a long rest, being in this place for an extended period of time. So you'll be refreshed, and you won't need to sleep, but you'll arrive, when you leave, you'll arrive as the sun is rising.
So given that, DM,
Mm-hmm.
Dion is going to train his ass off with his new abilities.
Okay.
He's going to figure out how it works. and spend as much time as he can becoming.
So he's forsaken his paladin,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to work on full blood hunter.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah, we can work on it.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a thing where you'll have to do a couple sessions before you can switch over.
Okay.
Because you'll have to be spending time doing it and working on it.
Hence why I was going to spend as much time here as I could, since basically from the sound of it, time was practically not going to pass.
Yeah, basically. So you want to spend as much time here as you can?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
He's gonna gravity chamber this place.
Okay. Okay. So why don't you just go ahead and throw me a bunch of checks. You are trying to learn your new abilities. So what is going to be the best one for that?
I was certain of which subclass I was going to take, but the story might take it in a different direction.
Now that you know more information?
Yeah.
I've had this.
Just with his emotional changes and everything.
Yeah. So this whole thing has been planned forever. And at some point you were going to be in this situation. This was it happened a lot sooner than I had planned.
Gotcha.
Okay. So let's have you do.
God, I got my chest is tight.
Yeah. You feeling better though?
I'm feeling better in that I'm not having Dion abandon the quest.
Okay.
Also, I think he's going to be Fallen, if you're okay with that.
Switch to Fallen Asmar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think Fallen can fly anymore though.
Nope. He's gone Renegade.
Yeah. I was actually probably going to suggest that.
It's not because I prefer it. I prefer the one I have.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels appropriate.
Yeah. Okay, so why don't we have you do...
His facial hair is also going to grow in here, so she'll notice. If you're okay with that. I would like it to appear like time has changed. But no, you said it wouldn't. Never mind.
No. He's not going to change at all. So it's basically just his mental capacity is going to change, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we have you roll...
Sorry to abandon like what you thought I was going to be, but I just feel like anything else would be a betrayal of the character.
That's what I love about this, is that we're working on it and making something different. And this can still work out with what I have planned in the future. So
okay.
It's not going to be...
I'm going to be a whole different character, man.
Yeah.
His personality is going to change a little bit too.
So.
Not a lot, but.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So.
He's going to shut up about the sun.
Yeah. Okay.
For now, anyway. We'll see. He might come back to Paylor, but. They're not on good terms right now. Yeah. But.
Yeah. If at some point he does, we can restore your levels of Paladin that you have.
We'll talk about it if it comes to it.
If it comes to that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Let's have you do 2 Arcana checks,
Okay.
2 Insight checks, and 2...
Arcana first, Insight second.
and 2... We'll just say Investigation. So 2 of each of those.
$16, 24, 15, 12, 15.
Okay. So at this moment, you can switch 6 of your paladin levels over to Blood Hunter.
So all of them.
5. Sorry, I meant 5.
Okay.
Sorry. One did not get fully transferred.
Okay. The 12, I would assume.
Yes.
Okay.
The DC was 15 that I set.
Gotcha.
So.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Oh boy. That is... Yeah. That hurts me a little bit. Let me remove Dawnbringer. And... Can I turn this off at the moment, or does it just stay on? It just stays on. There's a... There we go. That turned off, and then... I need to change my race. This is gonna be weird. You're not crying, right? You're just like sniffling.
Yeah. No, we're good.
Not that it's not okay to cry.
Yeah. This is just, it was really intense.
Yeah.
Like, I was actually, like, shaking during that whole thing.
You did great.
Sweet.
You did enough to keep Dion from leaving altogether.
Okay.
I had thought of a few ways of really bad things happening with Dion.
Would you like to do the morning with Zill before we call this a...
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
Let me figure out what because I'm different now.
Yes. That is totally okay.
I'm gonna say Ride of the Frozen because he's really cold-hearted now. Even more than he was. I have 2 whips. Oh no, I lose my fighting style for my other one, so I'm still dueling. That makes sense. Yeah, we can switch over. It's
okay.
I'll figure out the rest later.
Okay. Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Before we do this, I'm gonna jump Zill back over to Whispers real quick because I have a little thing for her.
God, the anxiety of waiting for you guys is killing me.
Sorry.
Hi, what's up?
Dion is not
Did it
leaving
go
the game.
well? Okay, that's good.
Do you want me to tell you what happened?
Just a brief, if it's like nothing
Okay.
like super detailed.
Actually, I'm not going to because we're on stream right now.
Well, okay,
But
that's fine.
I'll let you know. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's I'm fine
okay.
learning in game. I just
Oh,
wanted
actually,
to...
no. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna have Paylor tell you.
Yeah, that makes sense. So
okay,
she would have cracked him. She would have tracked him until he disappeared and then fallen asleep where he disappeared.
Where his scent ended.
Yeah.
So in your dreams, you see the being of light that you know to be Paylor.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just going to sit down across from you. And
Is she still in her lichen form in her dream, in her vision?
I'm going to say yes because of
the context
of what's going on. He's just, there's going to be a warm, comforting feeling. And he's going to just say, my child, Dion has forsaken me, but he has not forsaken you. Do not judge him. Do not criticize him. This is what he needed to do. He will return in the morning, and I believe his intentions are to continue traveling with you.
Zilla's torn.
But he is no longer one of my disciples. Should he choose in the future to return, I am more than willing to accept him with open arms. But he couldn't accept what has happened.
She just nods, crying, but
He will hold out Dawnbringer and a holy symbol. And will you hold on to these for me?
she nods and accepts them with both hands.
Okay. And he'll then just sit there peacefully and quietly, giving you calming, just help calm you down until he senses that you're in a better frame of mind. And
after a bit, she would look up to him. Thank you. She looks down at her lichen form. I have to say I didn't expect this. But if this curse is what it takes for me to save countless other people from this curse, or worse, then I will gladly take it every time.
he'll nod and goes, and that is why you are the chosen one.
And she nods and would...
He'll reach over and brush some of the hair out of your face. Because I am assuming you still have longer hair.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a very fluffy puppy.
And he'll be like, it was necessary. And you will save countless people.
She nods.
And then he'll go, but I must go now.
Thank you.
Be gentle with him.
She smiles a sad half smile. Always.
And then he'll float away.
And she would wake up.
And when you wake up, you have Dawnbringer and the holy symbol. I assume you're probably going to stow them away in the bag.
I would keep Dawnbringer on me. I wouldn't put her in the bag because she's been alone in the dark for too long.
Okay.
I would explain to her what's going on.
Oh, she knows.
She knows. Okay.
She was
I figured.
actually there for the conversation that
Okay.
Dion had. So.
Okay. I would keep her on my belt. I won't necessarily have her equipped or
Okay.
be able to use her, but I'm not going to put her in the dark again.
Okay.
Not going to leave her alone.
Sounds good. Okay.
But I will take the holy symbol and put it on the same necklace as mine.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and jump back.
Okay. But
What?
marking a long rest.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and mark our long rest. Okay, let's jump back. Okay.
DM, can I like super quick pop into whispers with you
Yes. Yes.
regarding my subclass? I have two options that make sense for him.
Okay.
Either Order of the Lycan, him embracing the monster inside, or him embracing the monster inside in a different way with Order of the Mutant. The difference is the Order of the Mutant requires me to have alchemical knowledge. Would you say that Dion could possibly have that? I mean, I'm already proficient with alchemist's tools.
Yeah, I'll say you
But-
have that knowledge if you want that.
Okay, then I might go Order of the Mutant then. Okay. That's all.
Okay, cool.
Thanks.
Okay.
Welcome back again.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Oh, hey.
let's jump back to whispers real quick, Dion. I had a thought.
Lol. What's up?
4 big things happening, Lycan would
Okay.
actually be the best.
Okay.
4
I
things
think that's the easiest to roleplay anyway.
at end game.
Okay.
Lycan would be the best.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, actually, Zil, can I pop into whispers with you real quick?
I can tell you're joking, baby. But it was funny and I loved it.
Okay, so Dion, you walk through the hallways when you are done with everything that you've been working on. And you walk, and you walk, and all of a sudden, the marble turns to grass, and sticks, and dirt. And not 15 feet away from you, on the ground sits Zil, reverted
Curled up
back
in a
to her
sleep.
human form as the sun's rays bathe across both of you.
She would be curled up in a sleep in the grass. And you would see Dawnbringer on her hip.
He grimaces a little at the sight of Dawnbringer. And then he sits behind Zil as quietly as he can. And like he did not that long ago, he kind of just lets himself fall asleep sitting there.
Okay. Are we gonna pause it there and pick it up on Wednesday?
Up to you guys.
Would you guys like to have your conversation now, in private, or do you want to do it
Might as well do it now, so we're not,
Might as well.
so we
because
can
we're
just
gonna do it
start
in
the,
whispers anyway.
so we can start the next session with you guys returning to camp or
Right.
the apparatus?
Oh, DM, the other thing that was handed to me is not visible.
Okay. I assumed
Um,
as much, since you didn't.
I guess Syl would probably wake up first. She probably got a little more sleep. Unless otherwise implied.
Dion's just napping. But yeah.
DM question.
Yeah.
Heightened senses. Is that something that would carry over into my natural form?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say you have to be in hybrid or wolf form to have that ability.
Okay, that's fine.
Because your body is not currently transformed that way.
I gotcha. Okay. She would wake up and sit up and I mean he's not being stealthy. She would notice him. I don't know what knowing his ability to wake up in an instant, I don't know if he would wake up to her movement.
Yeah, he's not actually really asleep. He's just kind of resting.
Resting his eyes.
Yeah.
Dion.
Yes, so?
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
He puts his hand on your shoulder.
She's crying. She cries
And
at the
his
drop
eyes.
of a hat, so.
His eyes open. This is not your apology to make.
So glances at Dawnbringer. Back up at it. I understand how you feel. And
She notices the absence of his symbol that he had been wearing again.
He spoke to me and told me that you were... He told me. And I understand. And she puts her hand on his hand on her shoulder. And I know this is going to change things between us. What I said last night still stands. She can't look him in the eye at the moment.
He's just nodding gently, like subtly nodding.
She is going to very hesitantly try and flow her magic into him and see if he reacts at all. I don't know if that was an Aasimar thing, a Paladin thing, or a combo of the two. So
that's a really good question for the DM. I don't know how that would. Things are a little different now.
Let me roll and see. So that is... Oh, I need to actually pick what is what. Okay. 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 So it is for you guys, because of the nature of your guys' connection, it's an Aasimar thing.
okay.
But Zill, you feel something different from Dion now.
Oh.
You feel, instead of the warm, radiant energy, you feel a darker, cold energy. It's still Dion's energy, it just doesn't give off the warmth it used to.
And so she flows tentatively at first and looks for a reaction from him because she doesn't know if it's working or not. But
Oh, no.
and does he?
Yeah, do I feel anything?
He does feel it.
You would feel it, yes.
Okay.
Dion. But because of your change, your energy has changed.
And I can't flow anything back into her as I try.
You can, but it's cold.
Because it's Asamar.
Okay.
It's Asamar based, not Palor based. So does he?
Dion?
He does. But there's you can't. It's
I can't
you
tell
can't
what it
feel
is.
anything. You can't feel anything. You can feel that there's some energy flowing into you.
But it's empty.
But yeah,
Numb, kind of.
numb is a good word for it.
She is not glowing currently. I feel that's probably obvious. And she will choose you. If you're happy.
You cut out for me. I'm sorry. What was that?
Um. Oh. Oh. Hello.
Hello?
Hi. I'm red barring. So
I am too.
Oh. Same. Let's hop regions real quick. Badoop.
I still got a red
there-
bar, but
Oh, there.
Oh.
I'm
Oh,
green
give it
now.
a sec.
yay, there we
Yeah,
go.
I hopped regions and it fixed it.
Okay.
Cool.
She would say, I still choose you. Even if, well, I choose you so long as you'll have me.
You and I seem to be fated.
To work together, yeah.
More than that.
Her
I
brow
guess I'll
furrow.
show you.
Okay.
And he takes his hand that's not touching you, which would be his right hand. And he focuses on it. And it begins to grow hairier, and claws grow out of the fingertips.
Her, her eyes go wide.
What my family has done to me is not so different. As to what afflicts you and apparently my niece.
Your niece?
Just found that out too.
Okay, this is.
He looks at you, but now his face is hybrid. He didn't even realize that happened.
She would probably, I mean, at the same time,
Sorry.
probably shift and reach a hand out and like cup his cheek. I'm sorry.
We're
I
almost.
know how you feel. I didn't hear you say again.
I said it turns out we're all monsters.
Well, I don't know you. I don't know about you, but if this curse is what it takes for me to save countless other people from the curse, then I would gladly take it every time. And she's gonna not withhold and flow her love into him.
So she pumps a
Also-
whole bunch of magical energy into him.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
triggered your wings before, right, Dion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
This is
his
not her
wings will
intent.
pop out. And as they do, his bright red wings, as they pop out, the feathers fall away, and the red goes from red to black.
I knew that was gonna happen. Zill sees this and tears again. And
Dion looks back. And just kind of nods, like, yeah, that's about right.
at this point, she would just lean into him and bury her face into him and cry.
And Dion looks up at the sky and basically mouths the words, fuck you. He doesn't say them out loud, but
Okay. Is that what you guys are doing for the? Or did you have anything else?
I don't think that I can do anything else except post this picture.
Is it safe for stream?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That's probably right. He's probably got black fur.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. I was not expecting that at all. The fallen Asimar. Yes, I was expecting that. Especially when you said the energy turned cold. But the out of character, did you swap Paladin for Blood Hunter?
Yes.
Basically.
Most of it.
He's working on it.
It will eventually be gone.
Okay. Baby. Thank you for not leaving.
Yeah.
All right.
A DM.
I'm gonna end the stream now.
Yeah. Okay.